What's going on, YouTube? M-Stack here with my first YouTube video of Madden 16. I know we're a month in, but I was getting some things together. Didn't want to put out any bad gameplay, get my scheme together and all that. So, but anyways, our first game of the year on YouTube is going to be against none other than SDW15. If you guys don't know about SDW, he's been a top player in Madden for several years now. Good friend and a absolutely phenomenal player. This is going to be a great game. This game's going to be more of a chess match than anything, so you're not going to see a whole lot of running the ball or a lot of big plays. So we're going to start off with the ball on offense, and we're running our ace pair flex, hit him in the flat for a nice little short gain. Second play of the drive, we're going to go ahead and try to run it off the left edge, but he gets a nice block shed and ends up stopping me for no gain. Next play, we go to play action, try to hit the post, but Mariota overthrows Keenan Allen. So we're going to end up having to punt the ball here. On defense, first drive of the game for him. He's in the Green Bay Packers playbook gun bunch. We're going to have to make a lot of adjustments here. He audibles a ton, hot routes, moves players around, so we're going to have to really be on top of our game. Right here, he actually, I believe, put the halfback on a swing to the opposite side of where he was lined up, and then he playmakered him upfield, so that was good by him. Right here, we can't even send a lot of pressure, to be honest, because he is picking up the pressure. I played him before. He picks up my pressure really well, and he makes a lot of really good reads and adjustments. So we're going to try to play a little bit more containment defense as opposed to a pressure defense. Right here, we try to send a little bit of heat with nickel strong with some man coverage behind it, and we do a pretty good job of locking up everything. I don't think he was expecting the man coverage. Right here, we try to send some heat again, and he finds the tight end on the 4 verticals route wide open. My safety just didn't have the man coverage ability to stick with Marcel Reese, so it's okay. We're doing a really good job of using stuff here, taking a lot of stuff away. He has to roll out. We force him to run out of bounds. There's nothing open for him. So we did a pretty good job defensively right there. We're in dollar right here. We get a nice sack on a contain. We sent one extra guy off the left edge to try to get some pressure on him. Right there, we send some edge pressure right at him, but he makes a really quick read and gets a field goal. So bad part on us. I missed a wide open read right here when I was back on offense on the tight end on the right, but we playmakered our guy back to the left and got a first down. Right here, we just dump it off to the halfback, try to sprint around his user. We don't want to get involved in any kind of a hit stick. Next play, we go to a misdirection, motion the guy in to get a little bit of a kick out block, and the middle of the field happens to be just wide open. On this play, I didn't really know what I was doing. I think I was outthinking myself a little bit. We see the halfback cut up field, and we try to throw on the run with Mariota, but that's going to be a tough throw for any quarterback, so we don't make the completion. Here I'm thinking he's in a cover 3 shell, so we could probably hit the seams, but nothing doing. This is what changed the game right here. As you see, I have a corner streak flat combo. We throw the corner, and his corner, DRC, decides he's going to vacate a streak and come down and play the corner out. That really frustrated me. We'll take a look at that at the end of the game, because I really thought that was out of the game. Last year, cover 3 did that all the time. This year, I was under the impression that they wouldn't do that, but maybe it's just that play. He also told me at the end of the game he decided to play the sticks, and that's probably what happened. He played the sticks, the corner jumped down. Even though he was turned around, I guess he had eyes in the back of his head, but it is what it is. We have to score quickly here. We got 1:13 left, so we go to our gun bunch, and we're going to try to get the ball at least into field goal range. We at least need some kind of points on this drive. So we're going to go ahead, try to use up as much clock as possible, get into field goal range. Because I think we do get ball at half. I'm not too sure. Making a lot of hot routes here. We put a lot of verticals out there so we can hit the halfback option route underneath. His user drifts off to the corner, so we end up picking up a first down there. We're going to go hurry up offense here. Audible into, I believe, Seattle on this play. Or no, we're going to run the ball on this play. We're going to try to take it in that gap that he just left right there. Try to get a block right there, but he gets a block shed again. I never get those block sheds. I have no idea how he's getting them, but Right there, he gets a block shed. And we are kind of in a little bit of a predicament here because we are wasting a lot of time. We only have 2 timeouts. We have 3 timeouts. Not paying attention to the clock. He almost A-gaps me, but he pulls the guy back, I think, by accident. So that was kind of fortunate for us because taking a sack right there would have been a big problem. Here we just have a terrible play call. He gets the edge pressure in, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. We'll just punt the ball. We punt the ball to him, and then he just takes a knee. He doesn't want to risk turning the ball over before half. So we failed on our drive right there. That was huge. He actually got the ball at half, so now we're in a really tough spot. We have to not only stop him, but we have to score on our next possession. We can't let him get a field goal, or this game is going to be really tough because we're going to have to get in the end zone twice. Right here on this play, I thought I had a good setup for what he was running, and I was actually stuck in between 2 routes. I had to use them both, and he did a good job of being patient and taking the guy the shorter route and completing a nice easy pass. Right here, I was so heated because I was like, what the heck? Like, that halfback he was blocking, but then I went back and looked at the game footage, and he was on a check and release route, and that was just a phenomenal awareness type of play by SDW, knowing that his halfback was going to be moving up the field after he broke the pocket. So right there, he hits us with a nice curl route. I knew what play he wanted to go to, but he put a curl route out there, and I vacated that area with my user, so he got us up pretty good. Right there, he threw it into traffic. He may have been able to come back and cut that off with his receiver and get a cleaner catch, but he threw it into traffic, so he ended up dropping the ball. And he's on our 17-yard line. He's knocking at our door, but we lock up. He takes the field goal. Next possession on offense, we go play action. Playmaker, our tight end to the left, get a nice big gain, and then I take a kind of a goofy hit. I wish I had done a better juke right there to set myself up. But we have to go hurry up at this point. We got to up the tempo really good. So we're going to go to a play action play under center, and of course he pass commits because there's no reason for him to not pass commit in this situation. I just didn't think of it, and we ended up taking a sack. So not looking good by us. This is kind of a sloppy offensive game for me. But I am playing a good player, so right here I thought we should have completed this pass, but I probably also should have waited a split second more for the out route to develop, and we would have completed it, but it is what it is. Here we set up a nice rollout play. He's using them both, so I just decided to take off. I tried to, at the last second, playmaker a guy upfield to get better blocking, and I ended up stumbling, which may have cost us a few yards. Right here, he goes offside, so I just say, forget it. We'll take a shot. And we end up getting an aggressive catch with T.Y. Hilton and decline the penalty, and we are right at the 21-yard line. So we need a touchdown here. We have got to get a touchdown here. We end up getting a sack, which is tough. I was looking at something. I was thinking he was in cover 2, waiting for the flat zone to drop down so we could hit that wheel route. He never did. I'm guessing he put him in a purple or a yellow or manned him up or something. We try to go to the aggressive catch with Keenan Allen on the left side because I figured, hey, he's making an adjustment on the right side to stop a corner out possibly. Maybe on the left side he'll leave it stock, cover 2, and the corner drop back all the way with Keenan Allen. So I'm guessing he was manning him up. And we couldn't get the aggressive catch in. So right here we have to go hurry up, go into gun split close, make a couple audibles. I know he knows his formation really well, so the right side corner route, I'm not expecting it to be open, but I am putting that streak route out there, the halfback, to try to clear out the zone. He ends up blocking anyways, and then the corner route gets open. So classic example of me overthinking the game. Run a screen pass right here on the 3-yard line because I just didn't think he would expect it, and I don't want to run the ball and get stopped in the backfield. If the screen's not there, I think I can just throw it away. He stops us on our first QB sneak. The second QB sneak we get in. So it is a 13-7 ball game, and this is your game right here. If there's no stop here, if I can't get a stop, the game's over. So right here he runs the ball, get the clock moving. Smart move by him. Figured that was coming. Next play, he ends up motioning his halfback out. This isn't 5 wide. He motions his halfback out to the left, and you can see I'm a little bit worried about that. So I slide the guy out. We're not really sending that much heat, and it ends up killing us because... Actually, it doesn't end up killing us. I forgot. Yeah, Tony Romo actually underthrows a ball that I thought he should have caught. That was a really great read by him. And right here is the ball game. I go cover 0, press. He motions out a wheel route, which is, for the most part, going to beat man coverage every time with no safety help over the top, especially with a fast guy like Jamal Charles. And, yeah, that's the game. Even if he hadn't got that big run, the game would have still been over. And right here, he's just going to take a knee and call it a game. So, great game by SDW. Like I said earlier, we're going to go back and look at that one play where I threw the pick 6 that really was the turning point of the game. I felt like he was a little bit more in control of the game before this point than I was, but I felt like I still had a lot of plays left in me. But right here, it swung the momentum in his favor so much that I just couldn't recover. And he played the sticks, so I guess that would mean the deep blue would come back. But it's going to be a tight throw regardless, but I don't think DRC should be turning around and playing that because A, he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head. B, he just left a streak wide open. But it is what it is. This is the way the game plays. I think probably going to have to scrap that play out of the book.